I saw somebody was promoting the trading of Guerrero, and I
Sure.
thought about it seriously. And you wonder, well, what could you get? Do you think you could turn this team around just with the trading of Guerrero or any other guy? And I don't. I think this team is void of impact players, and the system has no young potential impact players. So, Perk, haven't heard your assessment for a while. What do you think?
Absolutely. I would do what Washington did. Washington traded Soto. They loaded up the house. You know what I mean? And now Washington's well on the way back. They got three guys who are really good and another guy who, might be good potentially. That's how you do it. I would get rid of Guerrero in a heartbeat and start from there. I'd take it right down to the wood and bring it back with. I mean, he's the only guy you could back up a truck for, right? Bichette's gone. Everybody knows Bichette's got a foot out the door already. It looks like he isn't going to bring what Guerrero would bring, And let's not forget, Guerrero for the first 70 games was terrible. He's been real good for the last 30 games, but he and Bichette and Springer drove them straight to last place by refusing to hit for the first 3 months. But now he's got everybody fooled again. He's leading the league in hard hit and all this nonsense. I would trade him, back up the truck, and start from there with a different regime, of course, doing it. But that's what I would do.
Hodge, do you agree?
Well, yeah, but I do it in the reverse order. Perk, start with the new regime,
right,
and then figure out what you're doing with players. I mean, on more than one occasion this season, the management has expressed confidence in the roster of players that it built, and each time, Blue Jays fans, as I could read their reaction, expressed a lack of confidence in the management. And the verdict is as clear as yesterday's scoreboard, 13-0. And there is nothing this management can do to regain the confidence of the fans. It must be changed to allow a new front office to make the team better. So whatever these guys are going to do in the next few days, I don't think matters a damn. But as soon after that, or certainly before next season, I think you need new people in charge to almost start over. And what that looks like is up to them. But leaving anything up to these people to fix what they've broken. I mean, they built an outfield for defense and created maybe the best defensive outfield in baseball. It has no offense attached to it. Springer, Varsho's the new center fielder, and Schneider in left field gives you nothing. And Bob, you know that, and you say it often, that depending on the position you play, your offensive potential is tied to that position. Well, name me a team that can contend without outfielders adding.
I've said that for years, Dave. Yep.
Batting in the middle of the order, or at the top of the order, however good they are, if they're Ronald Acuna or whatever. But you can't have three outfielders. I don't care how many times Dalton Varsho climbs the wall to rob an opponent of a double or a home run. You can't have an outfield batting a collective 210 or something. And so you got to start there, or you got to start. What do you do behind the plate? I mean, if Danny Jansen leaves, you have one catcher. If he stays, you're probably overpaying to have two catchers. And John Schneider's comments yesterday said the Jays' focus in the near term and long term, starting pitching depth. Well, sure, that's one need, but you can add all the pitchers you want here. And if the team's going to score 0, as it did yesterday, so what? A manager who stands there and says, we gotta get more pitching is what? Like, begin by saying how are we going to get more runs scored? And he's talking about pitching. So I mean, everybody's got to go. And if it was a ship, it would sink.
Yep. Would you include the manager in that?
Oh, everybody, sure. If you're going to
Sure, yeah,
start at the
Yeah.
top and it goes down there, I mean, the new people are going to want new people. And yeah, but I mean, it's interesting. Your timing is brilliant, guys, to have this discussion after a 13-0 loss.
The
to
producer,
Tampa Bay.
the producer deserves a ton of credit for that.
There you go. I tipped my, if I had one, hat. And the Tampa Bay Rays, my God, who traded Randy Arozarena while we were sleeping.
Yeah.
Now, he's batting 211, so what? But he's under club control for 2 more years, and they got Seattle's 12th and 22nd prospects on MLB.com and a player to be named later for Arozarena. Now, Tampa Bay is still in the race, so to speak, after winning a series in Toronto. And, you know, they're sending a starting outfielder away for guys that aren't going to be in their lineup for 2 or 3 more years. So that's what Tampa Bay is doing, and Toronto's looking for starting pitching depth. My God.